Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today we're talking about Trump's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But first, for those who don't know, the Hollywood Walk of Fame is comprised of more than 2,600 five-pointed terrazzo and brass stars, embedded in the sidewalks all along 15 blocks of Hollywood Boulevard, and also on 3 blocks of Vine Street in Hollywood, California. The stars are permanent public monuments to achievement in the entertainment industry, bearing the names of a mix of actors, musicians, directors, producers, musical and theatrical groups, fictional characters, and many more. The Walk of Fame is administered by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce and maintained by the self-financing Hollywood Historic Trust. It is a popular tourist destination with a reported 10 million visitors in 2003. Now, with that backstory out of the way, President Trump has had a star there for a while now, but recently there's been a slew of attacks against it. Hollywood is in liberal California after all, and we've all seen how whiny and violent the libs have been there lately, and how they've been all over. Frustrated with conservatives and Trump winning all the time, all the left can think of to do now is scream like little babies, and to destroy and wreck public property in the streets. Antifa has been caught doing all kinds of stuff like this repeatedly, and other left-wing Trump haters have gone so far as to destroy Trump's star with a pickaxe on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's right, Democrats are destroying public monuments once again. This time, instead of tearing down historic statues though, they're digging away engraved star plaques in the ground. Absolutely juvenile and embarrassing. Let's go ahead and take a look at this CBS News report with more details about the vandalism.
In this exclusive video shot by Deadline Hollywood, James Otis says he is the one smashing Donald Trump's star on the Walk of Fame. Why'd he do it?
I decided I just sort of had enough about the sexual abuse and the sexual misconduct towards women. And I realized there was many women in my own life who have experienced that sort of sexual abuse. So I said, I've got to come up and do something.
What a glorious white knight this brave and courageous man is. So brave, so stunning. All he needs is a shirt that says virtue on it, and he's got a perfect virtue signaling setup here. But really, this was from back in 2016, right before Trump won the election. You can see this man is totally wrapped up in the fake news going around at this time, specifically the Trump is a sexist rhetoric, even though Trump is not sexist at all. And this guy, this vandal, he really has the balls to cop to his vandalism live on TV too. He seems proud of it even, when really he should be quite embarrassed. This grown-ass man acted like a child and destroyed a public monument with no shame. And I think the same kind of thing happened on an episode of The Simpsons, when the town statue of Jebediah Springfield had its head stolen. Except in that story it was Bart who stole it, a boy, and he did it as a prank. But here we got an old dude doing it in real life, probably because he watches too much CNN. Next, let's turn back to the present, where Trump's star was destroyed once again just this past week.
President Donald Trump's Hollywood Walk of Fame star was destroyed overnight, seemingly with a pickaxe that was left at the scene, a witness told KCBS.
I just seen a guy going to town on, I guess, the ground or whatever. I didn't know what was going on. So I turned, and here we are with police everywhere.
Cleanup crews swept up the rubble with brooms as police investigated. It's not the first time the star has been defaced.
And it probably won't be the last time either. Not much Hollywood can do about it, to be fair. They can't have 24-hour security on all of Hollywood Boulevard all the time, so this is just the crazy shit they have to clean up sometimes, I guess. I hope they catch the guy eventually, but let's be real. He wouldn't get into much trouble anyway. The last guy who did it was interviewed and applauded for it on TV, for Christ's sake. LA is pretty messed up, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Donald Trump. There you are, Donald.
The star was installed with fanfare in 2007. Trump's wife Melania was there, holding their son Barron, as was Donald Trump Jr.
Man, things have really changed since 2007, huh? Trump was once an honored Hollywood associate. I wouldn't go so far as to say he's an insider, but he did have his own very successful TV show, The Apprentice. It wasn't until Trump ran for president as a conservative that all of the left in Hollywood turned against him. Really goes to show you can't trust anyone in California. No one's really your friends here. You're just an opportunity to them. Someone who could be useful at one point, maybe. And if you're not, you're thrown to the curb faster than last night's dinner. I don't think that's actually a phrase, but you know what I'm saying. But destroying Trump's star wasn't enough for these out-of-control liberals. They've tried this before and it just gets rebuilt again, so now the leftists are trying to get the star removed altogether, officially. They want to unperson Trump, just like how they tried to unperson countless statues across the nation, and how they deleted Alex Jones from the internet just this week. So let's make no mistake here, folks. The left wants to rewrite history once again. Fortunately, I don't think this removal of Trump's star is going to work out, but that hasn't stopped the mainstream media from reporting on this story like it's already going to happen. Some of of these news titles would make you think the star was actually voted off the walk, but that's actually not true at all. You see, what really happened was the city of West Hollywood voted on a resolution to urge the city of LA to remove the star. West Hollywood is actually its own separate city, adjacent to the regular Hollywood area, which is a subsection of Los Angeles. A little confusing, I know, but basically, West Hollywood has no authority here. It's the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce who actually runs the Walk of Fame, and this Chamber of Commerce has been asked to remove numerous stars for various reasons before, like Bill Cosby's for example, but the response has always been the same. They say once a star has been granted, it becomes part of the history of Hollywood and it will not be removed. They have never removed anyone's star ever. So basically, the West Hollywood City Council is just doing this dumb bullshit resolution to get attention. They just want some good liberal press, I guess. If you hadn't heard, Trump is not too popular in West Hollywood, so this is an easy layup for council politics there. They also recently gave Stormy Daniels a key to the city for similar reasons, if you heard about that dumb story. And with it being West Hollywood, a city full of gay actors, we really shouldn't be surprised they're virtue signaling and trying to get attention here. It's kind of their MO. Next, let's turn to one more news report, this time with more info about this resolution. This way we can see more of what these WeHo people are talking about. Check this out.
The West Hollywood City Council doesn't have the power to remove a star, but they say they wanted to take a stand against what they call President Trump's disturbing treatment of women, his stance on immigration issues, and his denial of Russian interference in the presidential election. But tonight, there was a lot of mixed reactions.
I can't wait to see those. But does Hollywood really have room to talk about the mistreatment of women? I mean, not only is Trump not guilty of anything wrong there, but also, more importantly, Hollywood is highly guilty of this. Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, hell, Kevin Spacey, they all still have stars on the Walk of Fame there. And Spacey's facing all kinds of charges right now over sexual abuse. So going after Trump for these reasons to help the women's or white knight, it's simply laughable. And it goes back to the oldest liberal trick in the book. They always try and accuse others what they're guilty of, which in this case is sexual abuse, mainly against women.
President Donald Trump is unethical, fraudulent, and a liar.
Heated and passionate comments tonight about President Donald Trump and his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The West Hollywood City Council heard the public's opinions before they voted on a proposal to urge the LA City Council and Hollywood Chamber of Commerce to remove the star.
Sounds like the most pointless shit ever. One city voting to urge another city to change their monument, a monument which that city doesn't even control either. And I know West Hollywood sounds related since they both do have the Hollywood word in their name, but they might as well be in any other city in the country at this point. All they're really trying to do here is get attention once again.
Austin Clay was one of the speakers supporting the removal. He says he's fed up with Trump and his administration. In late July, the 24-year-old admitted to destroying the star with a pickaxe.
It's certain that other people will vandalize the star. I think that violence will continue around the star, and I think that's one of the reasons why it's so important to get it removed.
That's rich. Somehow in this twisted little snowflake's head, his actions are not his fault. It's not his fault he bought a pickaxe and dug it into the street illegally. It's someone else's fault because he doesn't like them. What an internal victim. Why don't you take some responsibility, asshole? Just because you're stupid doesn't mean you don't have agency. If people are doing illegal stuff in Hollywood, it's their own damn fault. It's not the president's fault because you don't like him. And back to Kevin Spacey and Bill Cosby, who still have stars on the Walk of Fame which have gone untouched. Well, that really says a lot about the liberals in Hollywood. Touching little boys and drugging and raping women doesn't bother them too much. But if you're a Republican trying to make this country great again, then fuck you. We're gonna delete you from history. How messed up is that?
Leave the star alone. He earned it. He deserved it when he got it. And there's the Trump haters who just want to destroy everything that is to do with him.
In the end, the resolution passed unanimously, but Trump supporters stood their ground.
Respect my president and respect his star.
Well, I have to say, I'm surprised to see Trump get any support there. Good on those people for standing up for our president in this country at this meeting. Must have been especially hard in that violent left-wing environment of West Hollywood.
Now, the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce said once they hear from the West Hollywood City Council, they will refer it to their executive committee. But for now, the star will stay in place.
For now, the star will stay in place. As it should. Once they remove one star, then it's only a matter of time before more get petitioned to be removed. Then the committee will have to spend all its time and budget on hearing grievances and complaints about every star ever. There are over 2,000 stars there, by the way, don't forget. This would be endless. So I'm glad the walk organizers are standing their ground here, and I hope they hold that position too. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they flip-flopped under pressure either. Nothing would surprise me coming out of California at this point. Before we go today though, let's look at one more tweet. This is from Dana Lausch, who says, "In Kevin Spacey's, Scotland Yard has 6 active investigations open for him now, and Bill Cosby convicted of sexual assault. Their stars are nearby." Really driving that point home there, Dana. Thank you very much. This is a great question. Why is there no continued outrage about Spacey and Weinstein and Bill Cosby? If anyone should get their star smashed or removed, it would be these guys. But no, liberals don't care about sexual abuse. Not really. And they don't really care about women or children either. All they care about is slandering their political opponents and silencing and unpersoning them. That's why they pretend Trump is a sexual abuser, when really all they have on him is Trump admitting to having consensual sex on videotape, as if that's some sort of scandal. It's not. The real scandals are in Hollywood itself. Weinstein has been using the casting couch to get laid there for years, taking advantage of young women and even exposing himself to them and coercing them into sex. Kevin Spacey cornered a young, underage Anthony Rapp at a Hollywood party years ago, and as Dana said before, he's got 6 active investigations looking into his misdeeds. And even worse is the people in Hollywood who covered all this shit up for years. The people who looked the other way, hell, there are people still looking the other way as far as I'm concerned, and that's pretty messed up, especially if you're going to attack and vote on resolutions like this about Trump for little to no reason. You'd think people with this kind of outrage going around would have at least tried to direct it at some real offenders, but nope, not at all. That's why I say Hollywood is FUBAR at this point, which stands for fucked up beyond all recognition. It's sad and it's getting really old, and I just wish this hypocrisy would stop. What do you guys think? Should Trump be the first person ever to lose their star in the Walk of Fame? What do you think about the media reporting on this resolution as if it already succeeded, even though it's just virtue signaling from West Hollywood, who has no authority here? And what do you think about Hollywood virtually forgetting about the misdeeds of Weinstein, Spacey, and Bill Cosby? In light of all this, it seems pretty hypocritical and messed up to me. Comment your thoughts on everything below, and thanks for watching No Bullshit. See y'all next time.